Lesson 3's objective states, count up and down between 90 and 1,000 using ones, tens, and hundreds. So let's look at our homework. Number 1 says, fill in the blanks to reach the benchmark numbers. Now, benchmark numbers are numbers that require you to change the method of counting, the way that you are counting. So let's look at letter A. Letter A starts with 14. It looks like we are trying to get to the benchmark number 20. So to get to that benchmark number, we're going to start by counting by ones. So let's count up by ones. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We made it to our benchmark number, so we're going to end counting by ones, and we are going to start counting by a new number, either tens or hundreds. Our next benchmark number where we're trying to end is 50. So we need to start counting by tens to get to 50. So let's count by tens, starting with 20, 30, 40, and ending with our number 50. Let's go to letter B. We are starting with our number 73. Our benchmark number, our first benchmark number, is 80. So let's count by ones to get to 80. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and we're going to end counting by ones on 80. We're going to start counting by either tens or hundreds, and it looks like our next benchmark number is 100, so we need to count by tens. So let's count by tens up. 80, 90, we're going to end counting by tens with 100. Now our next benchmark number that we're looking for is 300. So we're going to start counting by hundreds. So 100, 200, 300. We're going to end our counting by hundreds and start counting by a new set of numbers, which is either ones or tens. And it looks like our ending number is 320. So to get to 320, we're not going to count by ones, we're not going to count by hundreds, we're going to count by tens. So 300, 310, and we're going to end with 320. Let's do letter C. Our starting number is 65. Our benchmark number is 70. So we're going to end counting by our ones once we get to 70. Now we need to count by ones to get to 70. So let's start with 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. We're going to end counting by ones at 70. We're going to start counting by either tens or hundreds, and it looks like our ending number is 100, and we're at 70, so we need to count by tens to get there. So let's start counting 70, 80, 90, and we end with 100. And finally, letter D. We're going to start counting by 30, and our benchmark number is 100. So to get to 100 from 30, it would probably be best, instead of counting by ones, let's count by tens. So let's go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We're going to end counting by tens, and we're going to start counting by a new set of numbers. Our final number that we're trying to get to is 400. So it looks like we need to count by hundreds to get there. 100, 200, 300, and our ending number is 400. Let's look at number 3. It says, show a way to count from 668 to 900 using ones, tens, and hundreds. So as we learned in class, we're going to use the box method, where we're going to box our first number and then count on using whatever units they want us to use, which is ones, tens, and hundreds. So let's go ahead and draw 668, and then we're going to box it in. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Then we're going to draw our 6 tens, 10, our 610, 620, 630, 640, 650, 660, and then our 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to draw a box around our entire first number and label it 668. Now we need to count from this number all the way to 900, and we want to do this using the least amount of units as possible. So our starting number does not end with a 0. It ends with an 8. So to get to our next bundle of 10, we need to start counting by ones. So let's begin drawing our ones. If we add 1 1 to 668, we have 669. If we add another 1, we get to 670. Right here I can underline this because we have gotten to a benchmark number. We can change the units that we are counting by. Instead of counting by ones, which would take forever, we can start counting by tens now. So we're going to put we're ending counting by ones and we're starting to count by tens. So we're going to keep counting and we're going to count by tens. 670, 680, 690, 700. Now I'm going to underline this because this is another benchmark number. We no longer need to count by tens to get to 900. That would take too long. We can start counting by hundreds. So we're ending counting by tens and we're starting counting by hundreds. So let's draw our first 100, 700, 800, and our ending number 900.